In continuation to that oxidizing power, let me take that relative power of oxidizing power of halogens, how halogens are exhibiting the oxidizing nature. This is very important topic. You will get more number of questions from this chapter. That is the reason it looks very simple when you understand what is oxidizing power. Oxidizing power means the substance undergo reduction, but oxidizes the other elements here. Let me see how they oxidizes the some molecules. I will take with water. In water, if you observe oxygen, you observe here oxygen is having -2 oxidation state, whereas fluorine is having 0 oxidation state. Now, here if you observe, this fluorine is now converted into -1, isn't it? Whereas oxygen converted into here 0 oxidation state, O2 0, F is -1 because hydrogen +1, F will -1. Now, if you observe here, in the case 0 is converting into -1. So, conversion of 0 into -1 is called reduced. Reduction reaction takes place, 0 converting into minus, reduction reaction. Now, this is what oxidizing agent undergoing reduction reaction. Whereas, here if you observe -2 converting into 0, which reaction? Oxidation reaction. Now, fluorine oxidizing the oxygen in water. This is the actually called oxidizing properties of the fluorine. See, fluorine oxidizing -2 converting into 0 oxidation state, oxidizing property here. But remaining halogens, if you observe, like chlorine and the bromine, if you go for same type of reactions, isn't it? If you go for same type of reactions, you are not getting same type of product. That means you are not getting oxygen, because the electronegativity of fluorine is more than the oxygen, we get the O2. But electronegativity of chlorine or bromine, if you observe, they are what different. That is the reason what happened, we get different type of products. If you observe here what happened, I have taken X2, means what you can take chlorine or you can take bromine, not iodine. For example, if I take what here, chlorine plus water, you are getting here HCl plus HOCl, we are going to get here. Now, in the case of this one 0 oxidation state, and here it is -1 oxidation state, this one is actually here what? +1. For chlorine here what? +1 oxidation state. I will explain. You see, hydrogen +1, oxygen -2, chlorine is equal to how much? So, now chlorine is equal to how much here? This is chlorine. Cl is equal to what? -2 +1, -1. If it come here, what happen? +1 oxidation state. You see, 0 converting into what? -1 reduction, 0 converting into +1 is called oxidation. Here it is reduction, this one is what? Oxidation. Both are taking place at once. This type of reactions are called what? Disproportionation reactions. Disproportionation reaction. An element, chlorine, undergoing reduction and oxidation, this is called disproportion. That means remaining elements like chlorine and bromine, they undergo disproportionation reaction with water. We are going to get in this case what happen? HX plus H4X. Actually, HOX, H4Cl is highly unstable. This will give actually a nascent oxygen plus again HCl. A nascent oxygen will be produced. That we discuss in the properties of the chlorine. Here, no need to worry here. This we discuss in the properties of the chlorine. But what I mean to say is that fluorine, when react with water, we get oxygen plus HF. When chlorine react with water, we do not get oxygen, but we are going to get nascent oxygen. This is the nascent oxygen, this is the molecular oxygen. There is a difference is there. Similarly, you can put here bromine, we get here bromine, we get here bromine, both are what same. But what about iodine? See, iodine does not react with water. It never reacts with water to give this type of products. If they produce, what happens, the reverse reaction takes place here. This is dominating, this reaction is dominating. This is spontaneous reaction. Spontaneous reaction. This one is non-spontaneous reaction. So when iodine reacts with water, we get O2, we get 4 moles of HI, but that is highly unstable, non-spontaneous reaction. O2 again react with HI to give I2. What is the reason? You see, very simple. So when you observe, iodine is very low electronegative when compared with oxygen. So low electronegative cannot oxidize high electronegative. It is impossible. Very difficult, non-spontaneous reactions. Spontaneously, see, high electronegative, isn't it, oxidizes the lower electronegative. In the case of this one, lower electronegative cannot oxidizes the high electronegative. So this reaction is not taking place. Now you observe here. Here this oxygen state is what? 0. This one is what? -1. Now we are converting into here what? 0. Now see, more electronegative can oxidize the low electronegative. You are getting what? Backward reaction is possible here. So very simple. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. How do they react with water? That is very simple, isn't it? Next, within the halogens, what happens here? Within the halogen, fluorine can oxidize all the halogens. You see here, X equal to I have taken chlorine, bromine and iodine I have taken. So fluorine is more electronegative than the chlorine, bromine and iodine. It can oxidize any type of what? Halogen here, like chlorine, bromine, iodine. You see here, I have taken what? F2 I have taken. F2 react with HCl, converting into here what? Chlorine plus HF. In this way I am writing. You observe here what happened? 0 oxidation state, -1 oxidation state. Here also what? 0 oxidation state, -1 oxidation state. Now which is more electronegative? Fluorine. Therefore fluorine can oxidize the chlorine. You see, -1 converting into here 0, -1 converting into here 0. Now which is oxidized here? Chlorine is oxidized here. Therefore we can write like this. Similarly we can write with bromine also. What you have to write when you compare with bromine? You put here bromine. When you want to write here bromine, you put here bromine here. What we get here? Br2. If you want to write with iodine, put here iodine. We get here I2. What I mean to say, fluorine can oxidize chloride, bromides and iodides. Very simple. I am writing here, fluorine can oxidize what are chlorides, bromides and iodides. It can oxidize all type of halides here, chlorides, bromides and iodides, because fluorine is more electronegative. In this way you have to write fluorine, X place you can write Cl minus, Br minus and I minus here. Instead of writing H plus, I didn't write H plus here, I have written directly Cl minus there. Nothing wrong in this one. Next, what about chlorine? Now chlorine can oxidize HBr into what here? Br2 plus what happened? Cl minus, because Cl minus means I will write here HCl. I will write. Similarly, chlorine can also oxidize what happened? Hi into what here? I2 and HBr. See, Cl more electronegative than bromine, therefore bromide here iodized. See, -1 converting into here what? 0. Again chlorine is more electronegative than iodides, -1 converting into here 0 here. What about the last one? Bromine can oxidizes the iodide here. So bromine is what here? I am writing here what? Bromine reacting with Hi, giving what here? I2 plus Hb. Again you see, bromine more electronegative than the iodine, therefore iodide oxidized here. But iodine cannot oxidize any type of halide. Importantly, iodine cannot oxidize any type of halogen, because it is the least electronegative when you compare with what, fluorine, chlorine and bromine here. Very simple concept here, isn't it?